Subscribe
Jason, your
now for
ship
more
with,
BBN updates.
Sultana, right? It was very confusing because you claimed that you had a girlfriend outside the house. You were with Sultana, but you were still very bothered about what Dede and Kola were doing. You were I didn't understand why, even in your interviews, like you've mentioned a lot about, Kola, maybe him not being genuine or whatever. It seemed like you were upset. Were you ever upset that, Dede and Kola continued? Because you were already with Sultana, so I didn't really understand why you were still so bothered about that dynamic.
Firstly, there was no ship. And
there was no ship between you and Sultana?
It wasn't a ship.
What was that? What would you call that?
It wasn't a ship.
You were having fun.
But it wasn't a ship anyway. Then for Kola, we had a conversation when the show started because it felt like there was some sort of rivalry and stuff, and we had a proper conversation about it. And I made him understand that what I had with Dede was pure friendship. I liked what she stood for, and, I respected it. And we had an understanding, and we're cool. And I thought that was it. But over time, I make jokes. I said some stuff about the bed thing. The moment it was becoming a thing, I called him personally and I explained to him that, this was a joke. The next morning, I think Dede came to me and she was like, you said this. And I was like, no, it wasn't a serious thing. And the next morning, or was it that same night, I called Kola and I was like, okay, before this information gets to you, let me just clear the air. It's not anything serious. It was a joke and it just came out that way. And I think all through the season, I did not have a problem with Kola. I didn't have a problem with Kola and Dede. I don't know if there's any piece of information.
It's possible that you didn't have any issues with him. It just felt like you always had something negative to say about Kola, not even Dede. Like, you always spoke very highly of Dede. But with Kola, you were just always like, he gossips a lot. I
think the relationship I had with Kola was like we're always playing. We play sometimes and we just, throw shots and it was a playful thing. And what I said at the thingy with Ibuka, that was it. I meant it because it felt